What's up? What's cracking? As you guys may be aware, the United States is made up of a trustee and judicial states. A trustee state is where trustees handle the process of foreclosures, and judicial states are where the foreclosure process is handled in the courts, meaning it has to go through attorneys and judges in order for a foreclosure to take place. Now, why does it matter? A foreclosure, you might think, is just a foreclosure, whether it be a trustee or a judge executing the foreclosure. How does that affect real estate investing? Well, it does tremendously. In trustee states, what ends up happening is a trustee is awarded the power to push forward a foreclosure. And because of that, when it's a trustee whose only job it is to deal with these foreclosures, what ends up happening is those wheels can turn very quickly, all right? Because a trustee isn't bogged with other cases, litigation, civil litigation, all the other things that happen in the court process. It's missing in a trustee process. And so trustee states allow for a quick resolution to a default in a borrower's payments. So if a lender wants to foreclose on a property owner in a trustee state, they essentially just need to trigger the foreclosure, have it go through the time period of redemption. It then enters into the trustee's systems and ultimately can go for and be auctioned off. And that process can take as quick as 60 to 90 days. The average is around 90 days. In a judicial state, what ends up happening is when a lender wants to foreclose on a homeowner or on a borrower, they have to sue the borrower. They have to sue them, meaning they've got to hire attorneys, they've got to draft a lawsuit, they have to serve that person. If you guys have ever been sued or ever sued anybody, service is probably one of the most difficult aspects of a litigation or a legal process. That's why process servers, you've seen, if you've ever watched any television, you'll see process servers having a host of interesting and fun ways to trick people into accepting service. That's just because that's what people do. They try to skip out and skip through being served court documents. And that can drag a process along months and months and months and months and months. Usually in a judicial state, a foreclosure can take 6 months to a year. So what does that mean for a lender? And why do we care? Well, if a foreclosure can take up to a year to execute, how likely are private money lenders or hard money lenders to be in that market loaning money? How likely is it that they'll be there lending freely? Very unlikely. How likely would it be for hard money lenders to be there and lend at low loan to value ratios? So for instance, in Arizona, we're a trustee state. When we have loan to value ratios of 10% down or sometimes even 100% financing, that can only happen because the lenders feel that they are secured in, if they have a default with a borrower, they can take the property back within 90 days. But if you're in a judicial state like Florida, for instance, a lender may have to not be receiving payments on their loan, but may not even be able to take the property back for up to 12 months. And that gives a borrower 12 months to destroy the property, to create all kinds of problems for the lender. And so what ends up happening is in judicial states, you have fewer hard money lenders. When you have fewer hard money lenders and private money lenders in the market, that means there's less liquidity in that market. If there's less liquidity in that market, that means it's harder for borrowers or buyers to access funding, which means that, unfortunately, there'll be fewer people available to buy your deals. That's why this is important to know. Now, does that necessarily mean that we won't work in judicial states? No, of course not. It's just more difficult.